Now look at it. Ain't this magnificent? Wow. Nice.
Life is harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our love tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you.
Alright guys, so right here I have roughly about a 9-pound ham, 3.5 kilogram, and it's also fully cooked, right? Also, I have some cloves right here, some minced ginger, right? Some strawberry jam right here, a lemon, right? Also, my pineapple slices, as you can see, and some pure honey, right? But first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna rest the ham in the oven, right? Just to bring it back to an internal heat of 140 degrees Fahrenheit before we start the basting process. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing the base for my ham. And I'm just gonna pull my pineapple slices and pour the pineapple juice off, right?
My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to. Yeah.
All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of strawberry jam. Also gonna add 4 tablespoons of my pure honey.
It's harder than I like to think.
Also gonna add half cut lemon, right? So I'm not using the whole lemon. I'm just using half. Half is enough, right? And I'm just making sure I get every drip of juice out, right?
You move, this isolation got me feeling like a mood, my love. You when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to. Yeah, but it's a vibe.
Also gonna add 1 teaspoon of my minced ginger right here, just to give it that nice little ginger flavor, right? So I'm just gonna stir it a bit. And guys, don't mind the jam clogging up, right? Because as soon as you put it on the fire, everything is gonna melt and just merge properly together. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and place this on my stove. And I'm just gonna leave it to boil until it reach a nice sauce-like consistency. Alright guys, so this is the consistency I'm talking about. Look at it, nice and rich. And guys, you don't want to make it any thicker, right? Because trust me, when it's cool, it's gonna be thicker than this, right? Alright, so now that my ham has reached 140 degree Fahrenheit internal heat, I'm now gonna go ahead and start with the basting process, right? Alright guys, to tell you the honest truth, right? I love when the ham have the skin on, right? Because when you're preparing it, it retains most of the moisture in the meat, right? This ham is skinless, so the oven tends to dry the meat out. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and carve some slice in the ham, right? Just to create a pineapple effect, right? And you don't have to go too deep, right? Because when you place it back in the oven, all these slices is gonna expand, right? So we're just gonna go the other direction, slice the other direction, right? Just like that. Because we're creating a pineapple effect right here, guys. Nice. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start placing my cloves on these little square blocks, right? So we're just gonna place on all these little square blocks. Just give it a nice pineapple effect. And also, it's gonna release the flavor into the ham, right? Once you place it in the oven, all those flavor out the cloves is gonna expand and release in the ham. And you also can place some underneath, right? Just to ensure that the ham get the clove flavor all over. Alright guys, so after placing all my cloves, I went ahead and placed my ham in a different baking dish. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the basting process. And look at the sauce right now, guys. Look how rich and thick it is. I told you it's gonna get thicker, right? Alright, so I'm just going in with my brush and I'm just gonna brush my ham, right? And make sure to give it every single bit of the sauce, right? So you're gonna brush. And you don't have to worry about underneath the bottom part of the ham that sit in the baking pan. Because once the ham placed back in the oven, it's gonna spring water again, right? And all those honey and strawberry and all those flavors is gonna go underneath, right? So don't worry about underneath. Just brush the top, just brush the sides. Just make sure you get around on every little crease and corner of the ham, right? Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and place it back in the oven. And I'm just gonna give it about like 10 more minutes just for the sauce to seal and go inside the ham. Alright guys, now look at it. Oh look delicious, right? Tastes delicious too. I wish y'all be tasting this right now. Wow. Nice. Awesome. So tender and juicy. When I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. Yum, yum. My thing.